Hello and welcome back to Southern Vectis in Newport on the Isle of Wight. And we're looking at the we're looking at the little depot again because I've done more stuff off camera. We have, I went through these, but we have a livery for our new vehicles. This is a scheme that I'm calling Morse because of the Morse code logo. And this is just some basic route branding, this runs on the 901. And an issue that I had with this livery, with this entire brand image, is that it looks very modern. So what do you do for older vehicles? Like older vehicles new to Southern Vectis. Obviously it makes sense on this 51 plate Solo because it's not new to us. It makes sense on these darts because they weren't new to us. But what about an older bus that was new to us? This livery doesn't make sense unless it's, a recent transfer. So there is a second livery. This I'm calling Landor because it was sort of inspired by the airline liveries that Landor designed. British Airways Landor in particular. Absolutely gorgeous livery. And so this is sort of, the little body side stripe. That whole image is based on that, and it works really, really well on a long bus body like this Citaro. And yes, Citaros, they have replaced Plaxton Centros because of the balancing reasons. And how do I work this into the story? Well, these are GN 53 plates. GN is a Maidstone plate, so these came from our East Kent operation, which actually doesn't exist in any form. I've not done an East Kent playthrough off camera, but this is how I'm making it work. So we're slowly relivering the 5 Citaros that we got. One of them's been branded up to do the one. One of them is in a generic Morse livery. The other 3 are in the old National Busways Landor scheme. And something you may notice about the Landor scheme is that it leans more into being part of National Busways. This one doesn't. This one is very independent. And that's something that I wanted to do, to sort of lean out of national imagery for a more recent design. So all the vehicles that are new to us are in either Landor or Morse. You can see the Enviro 400 looks absolutely stunning in Morse. Not Morse, Landor. And the Enviros look really fresh. Like, this does not look like an 11-year-old bus, does it? This is really nice. Obviously all the vehicles that aren't new to us are still wearing their old liveries. Honestly, shout out to the Omnicity. This looks way better than I was expecting it to look. So, yeah, this is what I've been doing. It's been ages since I last recorded, because I've been working on all of this. Very, very interested to see what everyone thinks of the Landor and Morse schemes. For timeline purposes, although I have said before and I will continue to say throughout this entire thing, the timeline is very loose. For timeline purposes, Morse applies from mid-2013 to the start of 2014. So these 63 plate Enviro 200s will be some of the first vehicles in National Busways to receive the Morse scheme. Right. Let's get into the gaming. Let's get into the gameplay of this thing. We have a 6 and we have a 1. Let's put the branded buses out on each. I'm not going to have every bus for a route branded for that route, but there will be at least one bus for major routes branded. 902, 903, that is dart work. 6 is Enviro 400 work. Trident, love it. Omnicity, Sataro, Dart, Esteem, Sataro, Enviro, Small Enviro, Omnicity, Small Enviro. 20. What am I putting on the 21 these days? Because obviously MRN2's gone. I should add, for purposes of people providing feedback, I uploaded episode 9 the day before recording this. So any feedback you leave for episode 9 will go into episode whatever's next after this one. I've honestly forgotten. I think this is episode 12. 21. What am I putting on 21? Let's put the soda on it. We've got a 32, let's put the SR on that. And 902, 903, let's put the other dart on that. We've got a 1. We've got a 23. We got a 2. We got 903s and 902s. That Enviro on it. You may also have noticed that, yes, I've replaced 4 Centros with 5 Sitaros, because the Centros were running quite short, and there was often other buses on the 1. This has alleviated that mostly. Not quite entirely, but it's almost there. So, first few buses are heading off. We got a 23. Not done yet. So what I'm doing with the allocations of the Esteems is the Plymouth ones, because they're all in the same colour scheme, are going on the 2. They're meant to be on the 2, these Plymouth ones. But then these ones, they go on the 23. Because the 23 is not as important a route. So we're using a bit of a sort of hodgepodge of liveries on the 23, trying to keep the 2 as consistent as possible. So, let's see, that's going out at 7-ish, that's not going out, that's not going out, that's not going out, neither are these. So we have plenty of vehicles left over for when the changeover happens. Speaking of vehicles, let's just see how everyone's getting on at the start of the day. The bus routes. Okay, the Newport Town routes, because they use tiny buses, are getting quite busy. That's to be expected. The regional routes are quiet, but it's just coming into peak time now, so they will pick up. The 6 has a load of capacity because it uses those Enviros. Actually, some feedback that I did get on episode 9 already is to sort of analyze the vehicle size requirements for the 1 and the 3. Because I've got deckers on the 3, but the 1 is busier than the 3. So I just want to see what the 1 is doing. Because obviously you don't want people being left at bus stops. That doesn't make moral sense, and it doesn't make business sense. So it would be good to give a look at what capacity the 1 actually needs. I think the 1 can cope with Sitaros because they are bigger by about 10 passengers each, and I have an extra Sataro on it. So in terms of allocated capacity for the 1, it's gone up by over 100. Which is the equivalent of having a decker on it in addition to the 4 Centros. So I think we're good. But, you know, aside from the fact that I have a Sataro branded for the 1. Here it is. I'm not too precious about moving deckers onto what is literally the route 1. However, we are not going to be dealing with such gloriously big passenger numbers and such wonderful buses as the Citaros are today. We're going to be looking at cows. We're going to be giving cows a little network. I think just 2 routes initially. We'll start off with just 2. I could be convinced to go for more, but we'll start out with 2. And so routes in cows are going to be numbered in the 100 range. So they're going to be the 101, 102, etc. We have a 6. Oh, we have a 1. And yeah, now we're putting a decker on the 1. But I'm not scrambling for buses like I was earlier on in the series, which is good. So I might save 101 for a frequency boost along the 1. I could even call that the 1A. To just bump the frequency up to every 10 minutes between Cowstown Centre and the Park and Ride. But all of the Cows services are going to go from this stop in the town centre and via the Enterprise College. And I'm going to set up the 102 and 103 now. Time-lapse me, post me, remember, time-lapse this. This is time-lapseable. Let's get the local routes hex code. These routes are actually going to be red. I just called for time-lapse and post me, and now I'm talking. Yeah, so these routes are going to be red, but at the moment I'm putting them in the grey, because that's not where you put that. Because, you know, reasons. So, 102. This one is going to be Cowston Northwood. So, post me, time-lapse, please. Thank you. And there we go. There's our first route, the 102. And just a quick sort of, you know, Cows via the college, round Northwood, back into Cows. Very, very quick, very good. And the fact that this takes almost 30 minutes is such a good thing, actually. Normally it would be such a frustrating thing, but no, I plan on making the 102 and the 103, which will go around Gurnard, into work. So actually it's quite a good thing that the circuit already takes almost half an hour. Cool, and that will run from, let's start it at 5:25 and run it until 21:25. And we should need, yeah, well, it doesn't really matter how many this route needs, because it's going to interwork with the 103. So Monday to Friday, outbound. So, I'm going to set up the timetable in another time lapse. And there we go, the timetable is now set for the 102. So yeah, I've just made a note of when these buses get back into cows to help with the whole interworking. There's the 102. Yeah, assign to depot and activate later. And new route, we've got another route to make. The 103. Cows to Gurnard. I saw that was F7, so did it. Oh. I'm good at this game. No, it was 7F, wasn't it? Yep. Right. So this is going to be roughly like a similar route. It's going to go out this way. But rather than going this way, it's going to go this way. So yeah, time-lapse time. And there's the 102 in. Even easier. Well, not 102, this is the 103. I'm good at this. So yeah, this goes from there, follows the 102 out, Crossfield Avenue, then continues straight, turns right, and goes sort of round to Gurnard the long way. And in doing so, we've covered most of cows. So, yeah. Timetable time. There we go. Cal's little local network is now set up. At least the first part. I may go up to serve this road. Who knows? Who knows at this point? So, we have some buses to assign, but yeah. The one is still quite a tight fleet. So what I'm going to do, because we've set up these routes, we're going to need buses for them. Oh, that's not what you do first. The first thing you do is you put parking spaces down. And I'm going to give us 3. I think we should only need 3. Hopefully. This is kind of bugging me. I'm going to put that out. And then I'm going to put that on the 6. And we'll see if anything comes back from the 3. I have no idea. Well, that assignment is now delayed. Oh, there's a 1. Branded vehicle, got to do it. Oh, there's an Omni-City coming back. 3. And 3. Oh, I put that on 3s. Oh well. No, it's the branded one for the 6. Oh, this is going very well. This is going fantastically. Enviro on that. Okay, now there's 2 Zataras back. Very nice. Well, you go on the 6. Am I gonna have to put a Satara on the 23? Depends on what this one does, I think. Oh. Yes. Double yes. 23. And of course that is broken. Oh, and it needs an engine of which I don't have. So Satara goes out on the 2. This is not good. That can go out, but it's not in good shape. We got a 21. Let's put that one on the 21. Let's put this one on the 1. This one on 32. This one on Newports. That one on Newports. What's that doing? Okay. That one. That one. That one. This one. Everything here is not operational or already assigned, so hopefully someone comes home soon. That's gonna have to go out and do 23s. You can do Newports. Right, things are starting to calm a little bit. This tour of the 2 isn't so busy. I'm tempted to put the solo on it. Yeah, let's do that. It's not optimal. It's very much not optimal. But, you know, it's better than nothing. Right. Bus is coming home. Bus is coming home. I need to buy an engine. Let's buy 5 so that we have some in stock. And then let's just do a top up of these. Buy 5 of these ones because I've got plenty, really. That should be enough. They can get delivered. They're going to get delivered by 9 AM tomorrow, which means this is not going to be ready in time. That should be fine. That should be fine. What we are going to do is buy 3 little tiny buses for the town routes in Cows after I assign this 6. And what I'm thinking, even though I said it several episodes ago, I didn't want to buy any more stratas. I think they're going to be very useful, so I'm going to buy 3. Oh, they're very cheap. Of course they're cheap. Let's buy 3 of you, and I made a special livery for these because, you know, they're tiny. It's a further simplified version of the what's it called? The Morse scheme. Right. This. As you can see, there's a little hint to the branding there. And what I'm going to call these in the fleet codes. Cows MiniLinks. And isn't that cute? It's simplified. It's only got 3 colours. Or 4, technically. The unbranded version would have 3 colours. This has 4. Isn't it adorable? Cows MiniLinks. I really like it. We have little buses. You stop there. You stop there. And where's the third one? Ah. that 6 is already assigned, we'll put the Omni City on it. And there's a relatively quiet tour of the 3, so we'll put that on it. So these are going to be MM type vehicles. So license plates, let's go HW66 CWA HW66 CWB and HW66 CWB. No, CWC. And fleet numbers MM1, MM2, and MM3. And this is going to be SV, but it's not going to say Southern Vectis, it's going to say Cows MiniLink. SV Cows MiniLinks. And SV Cows MiniLinks. So now what I'm going to do, while the game is paused so that they activate at the same time, is activate, activate, and hopefully they'll interwork? But we will see. Nope, they're not interworking today, but they should interwork tomorrow in game. And I messed that up, we need another. That's fine. We can buy one more. We have plenty of money, considering how cheap these buses are. Bus fleet, new bus, strata. Cows MiniLinks. MM4, and the destination display of SV Cows MiniLinks. There we go. And ooh, no, don't cancel it. We just bought the bus for it. We'll put that on the one for now. Oh, we got our first strata going out. It does look lovely. It does look lovely. Now, the livery design itself, I was a little bit sort of iffy on, because I wanted it to include red because of the red funnel ferries that serve cows. But I'm red-green colorblind, and when you put red next to green, it just looks really weird to me. Because both colours start to look like each other, and that actually causes nausea. It's not fun. I don't recommend being colorblind. Ooh, what's the destination display like for that? Cows. Big letters, cows. Love it. What about this one? What's this one going to say? 102. Yeah, Northwood, outside Horseshoe Inn. And this one is going to say what? What is that one going to say? Gurnard, Portland Inn. Oh, we got a call from the mayor. Oh, this is very... Environment days, increased passenger volume. Cool. Right, let's have a look, see how the services in cows do, and then we'll round off the episode there. My voice went really high-pitched for no reason. There's our first one, it's a 103. Okay. It's decently busy, but it's nothing that the strata can't handle. I say, as it goes red going into Cowes Town Centre, but it is only going red for the last couple stops. So I don't mind running stratas on this, and the aesthetic works. Shove that on ones. Shove that on ones. Yeah, they do get quite busy going from the college into town. But it's quite... That's really good. That has pleased me. We got a 3. So, yeah. I would say that's quite successful. We've had a tour of the new branding. Fully in this time. And we've got 2 new routes happening in Cowes. So with that, I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.